What is it up, everybody? I hope you are doing awesome in your day-to-day life. So, guys, today I just wanted to discuss about all the functions of human resource management, basically of HR. What happened is like I was discussing with one of my known a few days ago, and we were just discussing about our professions in general. And he suddenly mentioned that HR is all about like conducting activities or like games and making rangolis. And I was bit shocked. It was not like that he was making fun of it. He was damn serious, and I was shocked. Like he is not aware about what is all HR profession is all about. And I'm 100% sure there are multiple people who are not aware of what are the all function of in HR is exactly about. So in today's video we will be discussing about all the 8 functions of HR. And if you are in fresher and if you want to make your career into human resource management as an HR, and if you're not able to decide like what exactly you want to make your career in, like in which module, so this video is stick to till the end. Definitely you'll be able to decide like which career, I mean which profession exactly you want to make your career in which particular domain. So let's get started. So HR, I always say that HR is as vast as digital marketing. In digital marketing, there are so many modules like social media marketing, SEO, SMM, and paid and Google Analytics, influencer marketing, performance marketing. There are multiple modules are there in digital marketing. Just like digital marketing, HR is also too vast. And if we talk about HR, so there are total 8 functions are there in HR. Is to start with, number one is HR learning and development. So learning and development is all about, you can also say it as training and development. So what exactly learning and development people do in HR is, let's suppose, I'll give an example. Let's suppose there is existing team and who is working on like a Java, right? And they are working with Java and Angular like full stack development, and now there is a project came which is about React JS, and there is no team out there who knows about React JS development, right? So in that particular scene this case, let's suppose they don't have that much of budget. It's in very small organization. They don't have that much of budget. They want to hire new people, right? So what they exactly do, they go to the hiring manager will go to the learning and development team, and they'll tell about this particular thing. So what exactly HR learning and development people do here is that they will be either they will be providing training to the existing team about React JS. So how they will be providing the training? Either they can conduct the, like let's suppose, online courses like Udemy learning, LinkedIn learning, and from Coursera or from any other sources, right? But apart from that, if not online learning, they can also conduct an they can also reach out to one external trainer, so that they can guide him the all the existing employees about React JS development. So what exactly React JS is all about? So their job is to conduct and training on all the skills required for the betterment of the organization. Number one. Number two is HR operations. So HR operations, as you all may be aware about, that whenever you join the organization, there is a team who welcomes you. You will receive an onboarding emails about your induction, about your orientation, what is the first day is all about. So you'll be receiving prior to your joining, right? So the operations team, they will be conducting the induction, orientation, and who they are the people who makes you aware about what exactly if your first day is all about. They will be responsible to conduct a meeting with your reporting managers, providing you the email ID. So they are not the one who will be creating the email IDs. They are the one, because IT people will be creating the email IDs, but they are the one who will be providing you the email IDs. This is all about HR operations. So when it comes to number third, it is all about HR admin. So HR admin is nothing like just you can say they are responsible for administrative activities like issuing ID cards, attendance, and maintaining records and stationery, just like that, nothing else. And apart from that, if we go for number fourth, that is HR payroll. So HR payroll is all about, so there is a difference in a smaller organizations. Might be there is no team of, or mid-level organization, there is no team of HR payroll, because sometimes in some organizations HR payroll is handled by a finance team. So either it would be handled by finance team, or either it would be handled by HR HR team. So HR payroll is all about like compensation and benefits to create your salary structure to processing your salaries at the month, and this is all about HR payroll. So if you have any concerns about your, maybe your salary is less, or you want to discuss something about PF, whatever it is, if it is about your salary structure, definitely you go, your first contact of person would be the HR payroll person who is responsible for for your salary, right? So number fifth is HR audit, legal and compliance. So when it comes to hiring of the employee, if for the hiring of the employee is HR person is responsible, then for firing of the person is also responsible by the HR. So it is HR audit is all about like if there is any insufficient record, so they all have to check the everything, each and everything. They can do it anytime. So yeah, some people, though bond is not a mandatory, like in bond is definitely not a legal thing, but still there are multiple organizations who ask employees to sign a bond of 2 years, 1 year, like that, so that they will stick to them for an 2 year, so but it is not a legal term, if you want to know, just for a reference. So then suppose if there is any case, if employee leave the organization and he signs up on an the HR, like a company wants a case, or like if they are asking for any money and employee gives to and deny to that, and they're doing any case, something like that, so then it's responsibility of HR, legal and compliance. So they will be checking all these laws and things, right? Number fifth is all it is in talent acquisition. So as you all aware, the first call you receive when an you're like from a recruiter, so that is like a recruitment. So yeah, but I'll when it comes to fresher, I always listen heard about from freshers that they are not generally interested into recruitment, because all, and the reason is they are all up thinking that HR is all about calling the candidates, so they are not particularly interested in calling, because they think like that HR is also telecaller job. But let me tell you, recruitment is in very definitely not a telecaller job, but still if you think like that way, let me tell you the difference between a normal telecaller, and if you are considering a recruiter as in telecaller, let me tell you the basic difference, what is the benefit of a recruiter. So let's suppose if you're receiving a call from any bank or any person, and he or she is asking for, sir, you want to take a loan or you want to take a credit card. So definitely the response from the receiver side, it would be definitely no, and they will be disconnecting the call right away. It is a general process, right? But if you are if you're calling to any person as a recruiter, they will definitely never ever disconnect your call. They'll definitely heard you, like what is the opportunity is all about, what is the job role is all about. And I would say, like they will definitely listen you, what is the package, what is the role, what is the company. They will listen to you completely, and they will be interested probably if your calling skill is good, definitely, right? I always say, if you are not, it is not about definitely calling. The more you, I would say that you will, the more you are expert in your sourcing and screening skills, then definitely it will automatically reduce your number of calling. I'll give an example. Let's suppose if you are hiring for an, let's say, a full stack developer, right, with Java plus Angular combination, right? And now you just go to Naukri, and you just like find a resume which is mentioned like Java. So you just now see the skill, the keyword Java in that particular resume, and you just start calling the particular candidate. So in that case, your screening is definitely not good. So because why I'm saying is because Java is a language. It is not, I mean, you see the skill Java, it could be a testing candidate as well, because in automation testing, Selenium with Java is used, right? So maybe you just take the Java skill and you start calling the candidate. In to screen the resumes, you always have to see their projects, what are the skills mentioned in their projects. And for Java, like the example I said, Java with Angular, so you have to check particularly that if the person has worked in Java or Angular, which version Angular of their work, is it Spring Hibernate, data structure and algorithms are mentioned in that resume, in their projects. What is the duration of that project, what is the role they are handling, how so these things you have to check in their resume. So most people, most recruiters, what they exactly did the mistake while screening the resume. They only check, if someone is mentioned in their technical skills like Java, Angular, right, and they start calling the candidate. They didn't check the projects. So if you are just taking the only the technical skills mentioned in that their resume, and you start calling the candidate and you share with your hiring manager, definitely they are going to reject your resume, mentioning that they have not it is not mentioned in their projects. So for an IT recruiter, you always have to check in their resume that whether they have worked in that particular skill or not, right? So this is all about like recruitment. So it is right from getting the, so in, if we talk about like 20 to 30 years ago, like it was like you have to always like give an advertisement in newspaper, right, or hoardings like that, to fill in vacancy of that particular organization. But now things are changed, technology is here, so we are all dependent on either social media, and there are multiple platforms are there which we can use for our hiring purposes. When it comes to India, majority of the organizations use Naukri job portal or Monster job portal, like as in paid job portal I'm talking about. But if you want to or LinkedIn recruiter as well, this is also paid. But if you want to hire an candidate, you can also use LinkedIn free version, that is like LinkedIn on general account, which also helps you fulfilling the vacancies. Apart from that, majority of the recruiters are not aware that Telegram is also something which you can go there and find out the candidates. Now how you like to do it was, let's suppose if you're hiring for a Salesforce admin or developer, right? What exactly you need to do, go to the Telegram, you just search over there Salesforce admin. You will find multiple groups, or Salesforce developer, you will find multiple groups and channels over there. You just join that group, join that channel. You just just like you did the job posting over LinkedIn or other platforms, you only have to do the job posting over there. What happen is, there are all the people are in that group are Salesforce admin people, and now if they are interested, they will be directly contacting to you either on Telegram, or either they will directly share you the resume over email. So this is or else you can use the multiple channels like I am jobs, Hirist, Indeed, Facebook groups, Facebook pages, Instagram pages. And apart from that, for posting I'm talking about, this is for recruiters. And there are multiple channels like LinkedIn, X research, Google search. So there are multiple things out there which you can use for your for free. If you don't have any LinkedIn recruiter account, so you can use this channels for your hiring purpose. So from starting from understanding the job description, getting the requirement from the hiring manager, understanding the job requirement. After that, sourcing, posting it over, advertising it over all the channels, and posting and after that, screening, mass mailing. There are multiple things out there. And reference check, background verification team will be conducting the that particular they will be doing by HR operations team. But if you want to do a reference check just by calling their reporting managers, ex reporting managers, this is the responsibility of a recruiter as well. So to make the on to till the onboarding, this is the responsibility of you to make the candidate join the organization. This is called end-to-end recruitment, right? So being a recruiter, I would not bifurcate it as an IT recruiter, non-IT recruiter. I completely believe if you are a recruiter, you should be always, no matter whatever the skill is given to you, you'll be able to source that, find out the resume, no matter which is the location, which is what is the package, you will be able to source in resume, whether it is non-IT, whether it is IT. You should be very much confident about the job description. So this is, I guess, all about recruitment. Now number 6th or 7th, I guess, this is about I would say employee engagement. So now employee engagement people is let's say, so now they are also responsible for you can say employee engagement, or in some organization it is also called employee care, right? So when it comes to employee care or employee engagement, they are responsible for conducting the activities, games, and making rangolis or whatever you consider, right? But they're also responsible. Let's suppose if you have, they will be checking with you monthly or once in a quarter, like what exactly, I mean, if you are facing any issue in the organization, what is it all about, you liking the organization or not, they will be checking with you, right? So this is all about employee engagement, right? And now number eighth and last is you can see it as an employee success partner or ESP. Now they are the people who are responsible for your performance management. When I say performance management, it doesn't mean that they will be only responsible for, if you are not performing well, so they will be coming to you and telling you like you are on PI. So this is not like that. They are also responsible for your appraisal. So performance management team will be doing that. Why I like this exact role is because they are the very making a career into this particular role, you should be able to you will be able to problem solver, right? Because the people, let's suppose you're an employee and you are facing some issues with your manager, right? And you discuss multiple times with your manager, but you are still not satisfied. So the number one point of contact will be in that case your ESP, HR ESP, that is employee success partner, right? So they will be responsible for that particular issue. So now what they exactly do, they will be listening to you, what exactly is the issue, what is the problem you are facing with your manager. So now they will not discussing with you, the particular employee only, they will be discussing with his manager also, that to solve the problem. But if it is still the employee is not satisfied with the, and he definitely wants to change the team, he like the organization, he don't want to change the organization, he likes to change the team. So now it is the responsibility of HR ESP that they will be changing the team after discussing with they will be conducting interviews like the same like they we did as an IJP, like internal transfers, like just like that. So they will be conducting interviews with another team, and they will be transferring, they will do their best to transfer the person to another team. So this is the responsibility of employee success partner. It is a very crucial role, and I guess a very important role. Definitely you should, if you want to make a career, definitely you should proceed further. But now if I tell you in short, like which career you should choose, so recruitment and ESP, I would say this is in a very so recruitment, why I say, because the see, let's suppose if I join as a fresher, so the day by day you will be increasing on your knowledge into recruitment. Why? Because there are multiple roles, you will be working in different roles in daily basis. And so to understand the job description, to understand the job role of a person, right? So you will be responsible for that, and you'll be understanding each and every aspect of that particular roles. It increase your knowledge, it increase definitely improve your communication when you spoke to candidates, or daily when you speak with candidates on daily basis, right? So now the I think recruitment is a very vast and very demanding job. You, if you don't believe me, you definitely you can go ahead, check out at on LinkedIn itself if you want. You type talent acquisition or IT recruiter, you'll find multiple jobs out there. It is very demanding job, because hiring and retaining the candidate is a very crucial role of the organizations, because if they do not hire, their project would hamper, company would suffer a lot. So hiring on people is a very important aspect of HR, right? But if you want to make your career in HR operations or HR, but I would definitely not suggest, because HR induction, definitely it is kind of monotonous job. The people who are joining the organization, definitely it would be new people day by day, but you always have to conduct the same presentation again and again. You always have to giving the same presentation, same speech, like so I definitely not consider that role, because it definitely not growing field for yourself. So but employ so now to consider it as all these roles you will find only in, I would say, MNCs, Fortune 500 companies or Big Fours, right? But because there is, if you are in a startup or in an recruitment firms or like that, right, in an mid-level organizations, you majority of the people are like one or two people, and they are the person who is doing all these things for their employees. So it's like that. It's but if you're working in an MNC or a Fortune 100 companies, definitely you'll be finding these roles in each and every aspect. So there are multiple roles in HR, and you'll be finding in bigger organizations only. But to if you want to start your career in the recruitment, and I would say, so definitely you should start your career within recruitment firm, because they will be able to teach you well. Suppose if you're not from an IT background, and if you want to make your career into IT technical recruitment, so definitely they will be teaching you well, and later on when you gain some experience, definitely you can start with pursue your career or change the organization with some big four or with the Fortune 100 companies, right? So I guess this is all about. I hope you, if you're in fresher or if you want to make your career in HR or experienced professionals who is not aware, I hope you get some clarity now what is HR profession is all about. And now, if you are someone those who want to make a career into recruitment, and if you want guidance, definitely you can reach out to me. I'm always happy to help. And now, so now I would like to discuss about one opening as well, which is with Wipro for Greater Noida location. It is for technical recruiter role, and we are looking for someone those have experience into technical recruiter with minimum 3 to 5 years of experience. This is for Greater Noida location, and let me tell you, if you should have, we are looking for someone those who have already worked in corporate organizations or from RPOs, right? Now we don't need candidates from consultancies, and you should have worked on niche skills. So this is for Greater Noida location. If you think that you are an perfect candidate for this particular role, definitely you should apply. You will find my email ID. I'll mention it in comments. You definitely apply, and we'll see like how we can take ahead. So I hope this video helps, and if it is like, don't forget to share. Might be it can help someone who wants to start their career into recruitment. So I'll have to wrap up this video. This is Pooja Khandelwal signing off. Bye.